Morning, my name's John with the Pine Tree. I have the great pleasure of being here with Captain Eddie Ballard.
Pleasure.
Now, you're running for sheriff for this year, is that correct?
That's correct.
Now, what should people, if they're, I know you're very well known, in government center and the law enforcement group. Now, for people who are fairly new to the race, tell us a bit about you. I mean, kind of the who, what, when, where, why of it.
Sure. I was born in Calaveras County. I grew up on the Murphy side of Calaveras County. I went to Murphy's Elementary School. I graduated from Bret Harte in 1981.
That's the same year I graduated.
Well, good. And so
not from Bret Harte, but yeah.
Okay. But my daughters went to Calaveras. So,
okay. All right. Okay.
Everybody's watching says, "Oh, boo, Bret Harte."
So that way you can work both sides of the county, then, right?
Well, I think I know both sides.
Okay. All right.
And I know the issues. And so after I graduated, I went into the Navy, and I spent 5 years in the Navy. I did an extension after 4 years service. I got out and went into the police academy at San Joaquin Delta College, and was a student resource officer there for about a year. San Joaquin County hired me. I went to work for San Joaquin County as a deputy sheriff until 1980. Started there in '89. Left there in '91 when I had the opportunity to come back up here. My wife is also from here. We started having children. I love this county, so I chose to come back here to the county I was raised in and serve the community.
Now, question: do you think that serving in a larger metropolitan area had some benefits? I mean, I think as far as before you came back here and started serving, I was just thinking that,
well, it definitely had its benefits as far as pay.
Right.
When I left San Joaquin County and came up here, it was pretty bad on me and my wife initially, and over the years we've learned to adapt to what I'm getting paid. Huge difference in patrol. When I first came up here from down there, if I had a call, violent call, there was always 6 other deputies there that would assist. And when I came up here and was handling the same type of calls by myself, so there was definitely benefits with being a larger agency.
But it probably helped, being immersed in that probably helped. I mean, I'm just guessing, like the analogy you do for CHP, they always throw those guys in the LA basin before they.
Certainly. And I think one of the benefits down there too, with the San Joaquin County Sheriff's Office, is because you spend a lot of time in the jail, and that's where I primarily spent the time. And I think it's very important for a deputy to work in that environment before they get on the street. That way they know how to talk the language that they need to talk. They know how to protect themselves a little better. So there was some benefits working that. I had to come down here.
Sure. Yeah. Now, so you've served here for how many years now?
This is my 19th year.
Okay.
Here with Calaveras County.
19th year. Now, if you're victorious in the election, what would you like to see changed, or what are some of your missions? What would you like to see happen for the department?
Well, right now, because of the economic times, there's not a lot you can talk about to change. I mean, you can't talk about implementing new programs, those types of things. My focus is going to be on ensuring that the community stays safe. If you call 911, you get a deputy. That we work towards completion of the jail project. We have to fix the problem that we have now to, in the future, enhance public safety.
Yeah, and I think even going forward, and I guess the finding, because you probably, in the budget process, it's tough because I think from the public side, they value public safety as one of the core issues. So there are probably going to be some departments other than public safety that are cutting more than. How do you think the budget process is going to go this year as far as balancing, some of the anticipated cuts?
Well,
there's probably
over the last 3 years, we're going to be losing 44% in our budget.
Okay.
We've cut as much as we could possibly cut as far as line items, and it's people need to know that we're getting. By the end of this, we'll probably be down to, and we're not quite done yet, but probably about 1995 patrol levels. Okay. Which is going to be very difficult to handle, but can be done. And we'll have to make sure that emergency calls are always top priority.
I guess closing up then. If people are sitting there with the checkbox and the ballot box, what would you like for them to know?
I would like them to know that that public safety is the utmost importance to me. I want to make sure that when someone calls 911 that they have a deputy. I want them to know that I will do everything that I can to enhance what we can through grants and budget to ensure that the public remains safe.
And one thing we wanted to add to that is we have a great amount of respect for anybody who throws their hat in the public arena as far as running. It's not a decision that's taken lightly, and it shows a lot of commitment to your county and your community to actually, risk running. And I say thank you.
Well, you bet you. And when I made my final decision on March 9th, with the budget impacts and all that, it was heart, community, and mission. And I knew that I needed to, with my experience that I have in this department, do what I could to help this community.
Thank you for spending a few minutes with us.